Miss Nga. Okay, I'm going to share you now my screen. Okay, the presentation. Can you see it? Teachers, please do this. Thumbs up. Thank you, Teacher Isha. Okay, so good day, everyone. Thanks, Miss Uyen, for confirming. Okay, so today is a good day for us, of course. So welcome to our training session on social emotional learning and also teacher state. Okay, so let me start with a quick question, teachers. Who here, who among you here planned to stay calm but ended up stressed anyway? Yeah, come on, be honest. Okay, here, look in the chat box. No judgment, teachers, okay? No judgment. Miss Uyen, you. Okay. So, no judgment. Okay, so again, who here planned to stay calm today, but ended up stressed anyway? Or is it too early to be stressed right away? Okay. So don't worry, teachers. Okay, this is normal. Okay, this happens to all of us, especially us teachers. We usually conduct our classes in the afternoon. So we have the long day ahead, morning and afternoon. Okay, we plan to be very productive in the evening or afternoon, okay, during our classes, but we ended up so upset. We will learn that today. That is actually, or that is exactly why today's topic is very important, teachers. Okay, because teaching doesn't just depend on your skills. Okay, no matter how good you are as a teacher, you have all the strategies, techniques, and methods, right? It all depends on your state. Okay, on how, I'm being state teacher Jade. Okay, it's how you feel inside while teaching. Okay, so that's it. So before we begin, let's quickly look at our goals for today. So our targets, okay, by the end of this session or this training, you will, number one, understand, okay, what is SEL? You will understand the meaning, okay, the real meaning of social emotional learning, okay? And the second one, why we lose patience, or we will learn this one, why we lose patience in class, okay? And third one, know your triggers, or we will recognize our own personal triggers. What makes us really upset or angry? What makes us snap? Okay, and the most important thing is stay calm in class. Okay, we will learn how to stay calm in the class. We will try some strategies, methods like that. So this session or this training, teachers, is not just theory. Okay, it's about helping you handle real classroom situations better. Okay, so let's start with a quick check-in. As you can see in the picture, we have the emotional check-in. It's a picture. Okay, so think about this week. Okay, let's think back. Okay, have you lost your temper in class? Teachers, any volunteer? Have you ever? Teacher Sheila, I can see you.
Em bảo
You're
với cô là
nodding.
em ơi,
Yeah, you're nodding your head.
em
Yes.
có
Okay,
im đúng không?
tell me why. Okay,
Là
share it with
sao?
us today. Have you
Tâm sự
lost
dã
your
man luôn.
temper in class?
Yes. More than 3 times, I think.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So, yes, many times. No worries. It's normal and there's no judgment here. This is a safe space for us teachers. Okay, can you share it with us? Why? What's the main reason why you lost your temper? Mhm.
It's that because okay, there's there's a student of mine
Oh,
that okay,
okay.
we talk about something like, oh, I think we're talking about second conditional. Okay, our topic was second conditional sentences, and then first meeting. Okay, the first
Oh,
meeting we had the first
someday I
meeting
know
is
that.
that we talked about it already.
Uy,
Okay, what
mag-agree?
word do we have here in the if clause, because we have the if clause and the result clause. Okay, in the if clause, okay, what tense? We talk about it, and then a moment later, when we do the task, after the page, we move on to the task. When I ask him again, it's like, huh? And then he's giving me different answers, like different words, like, where did you get that? Okay, let's talk about
Not
it again.
related.
Yes, and so we talk about it again. Okay, I discuss it again. Okay, here's the word, here's the tense, here's the word we need to add before the verb in the main clause. Like, okay, I did it like almost 3 times. I discussed it 3 times, and then okay, let's go to the task again. Okay, let's go to the task again. And when I ask him again, like, okay,
Didn't.
what word do we have? What where do we add again before the verb? He said have. What's have? Like, huh? We're not having present perfect or past perfect. Second conditional, the word before the word. It's the would. I gave the word would 4 times. Like,
It means your
okay.
student didn't get it. Didn't get it
He,
or not really listening, right?
yes. He's
Okay. It
really not
triggers.
paying attention. And
It
then when I
triggers
asked him,
teacher Sheila.
okay, are you even listening? And he was like, oh, I'm listening. Okay. Oh, next time I will tell your mother. And we'll just say, you always tell my mother. Oh, I didn't even told anyone about your behavior yet. I was like, oh,
Okay. So
I was
that's
like, oh
thank
my
you.
God.
Thank you so much, teacher Sheila. See? A very honest teacher here.
Mm-mm.
Brave and patient. Okay,
My
but I'm
vision.
telling you that's normal. Yes, that's normal because teaching is not just here, mental work. It's also emotional. Yeah, it's
And
emotional work too for us teachers,
and
right?
this is the student that I've been telling about who always likes comparing.
Exactly.
Mm.
Okay, don't worry. This student will still re-enroll and be with you for more years. Okay, thank you, teacher Sheila, for that, for sharing. Okay, I told you this is a safe space for us. It's your time to air out your frustrations in here because this is our topic. Okay, so again, our job as teachers here at Cantado is not just, we're not just doing our work. I mean, teaching is not just mental work. Okay, it's also emotional work. So, and if we don't manage our emotions, teachers, they will control our reactions. This is true. If we're upset, our emotions will control our reactions. Sometimes we can snap, we can shout at the student, oh, or the student is like um not behaving really good. Okay, we tell to their parents in a heavy manner. Okay, okay, and that's it. It's gonna cause arguments or misunderstanding, right? Also, our student, there's impact. Okay, we will talk about the impact later. Okay, so that's it. Now for our big question. Okay, here. So here's something that is really interesting. Why do we know we should stay calm but still can't do it? Take a pause. Okay, process this question there in your heads. Okay, let me rephrase. If we already know that we should stay calm, why can't we always do it? Why do we still lose control? Anyone? Anyone would like to share in here? Okay, I'm gonna write it in the chat. Maybe the others are really shy. You can perhaps send your answers here in the comments section. So, if we already know we should stay calm, like I'm a teacher, I should stay calm. Kalmado lang, Teacher Jade. Like that. and then suddenly you snap. Why can't we always do it? Why do we still lose control? What are the main reasons? Because students need strict teachers who can really discipline them or encourage them to participate in the class. Yes. Okay. Correct. Okay. This is our part of the solutions, right? Yeah. Okay, that's it. What else? What else? Other answers? Teachers? Give me the reason why. Why can't we always do it? Why can't we always like keep calm? As teacher, we need to act professionally at all times. I agree with you, teacher Miles. Okay? At all costs, by all means, teacher should be calm. Yeah. But not too strict though. It should be the parents. Yes. Tell mom and mom will hit like that. Okay. So this is because okay, I'm gonna tell you this one. It's because in the moment, something inside in this beating heart. Okay. Because in the moment, something happens inside us first, right? Before we even think. Like I'm gonna tell you of a student of mine that I think I've shared this to our group chat. Okay, so anyone in here, like nakasubaybay sa GC, like I think you remember this student of mine. She didn't behave well. Okay, and I talked to the parents and yeah, calmly. Okay, because I'm losing my patience. So the parents asked to stop the class. Okay, it's in the middle of the class. We were like in the 30th minute. So the parents asked to stop the class and apologize. Okay, for the students' behavior. Okay, so that's it. At all costs, by all means, teacher is expected to be so calm, like that, professional. Okay, keep it. Keep the dragon. Keep the demon inside you. Keep it. Don't let it out. Okay, here. From teacher Aika, if teacher stays calm, students are more likely behave. Shouting or getting angry can make the student worse, but calm behavior shows confidence and control. Correct. 100%. Okay, it starts with us teachers. Okay, just like with my son, he was afraid from his teacher. Ah, yeah, yeah. I've heard the story about your son, teacher Aika. Yes. Okay, so the teacher is a driver. Okay, driver in the bus will control everything. Okay, so teacher should have a very calm. Okay, the state of the teacher should be uh, calm and know how to control the triggers the emotions. Okay, we will explore that today, teachers. Let's talk about SEL, SEL, right? Okay, SEL. What is SEL, teacher Jade? This is my first time. I've heard about this social emotional learning. Okay, so for the definition, social and emotional learning is the process through which all young people and adults, not just young, yeah, and adults acquire and apply the knowledge, skills, and attitudes to develop healthy identities, manage emotions, achieve goals, show empathy or others, establish and maintain supportive relationships, and make responsible decisions. Oh, sorry, let's put it back here. Okay, there. By Castle. Okay, that's it. See, the definition is quite long. Yep. Okay, but this definition looks long, but it simply means okay that we need to understand ourselves. Okay, understand ourselves. We need to control. Okay, control our emotions, manage emotions, control emotions, and build relationships. Okay, um, also make good decisions. So in short. What can we learn from this one? In short, it helps us function better as teachers, not just teachers, but as people. Okay, this is for everyone, teachers. Okay, most people think SEL is only for students. Oh no. But actually, this starts with the teacher. Okay, from the teacher to the students. Because your emotions, teachers, our emotions, okay? The emotional state of a teacher affects how you speak, okay? How we speak. How does the teacher speak? How does the teacher react? And how your students respond to you. Oh, if angry si teacher, angry na rin si student. Okay, if teacher is shouting, of course, it will also it will also push your student to snap. Yeah. Oh, okay, like that, and will leave you in the middle of the class. So hopefully nobody, walang ganyan dito sa Pantado. Okay, so moving forward. So let's dig deeper. Okay, what does SEL means, Teacher Jade? So we have here three core points. Okay, understand yourself, regulate yourself, connect with students. So understanding yourself. This is self-explanatory, teachers. Okay, so who among you here that does not understand oneself? We understand ourselves, right? Okay, our limits, ganito tayo. Strict. I'm a strict kind of a teacher. I'm a funny teacher. I'm ganito. Okay. So learn that. Better learn yourself. Okay? Understand yourself. Now, as we understand ourselves, of course, we learn to manage our emotions. Okay, so like that. So si Teacher Jade, okay, I'm a very funny person, right? And chikadora and talkative. Yeah. So I connect that to my students as well. Okay. Because it's a third part, connected with students. Okay. Connecting with others, not just the students, teachers. Okay, but also others. Okay, here's the important part. Even if you are a skilled teacher, look at that. Even if you're a skilled teacher, ang galing mo magturo. Super smart si teacher. Knows how all the methods, all like that. But if your emotions are not regulated, what do you mean by regulated, teacher Jade? Controlled, okay? If your emotions are not regulated, you cannot use those skills effectively. Yeah, kasi emotional si teacher. Madali siyang magalit. Yeah, can easily react, upset, snap. Yeah, like that. Nasabihan lang siya ni student, I don't know. Oh, this is my trigger. Okay, ito yung trigger ko, teachers. Okay, I'm gonna share it to you. I have a student, like super simple, super easy, rule of grammar, okay? Super easy, like subject verb agreement. Okay, pinabasa ko na lang. I just asked the student to read because she cannot understand. But still, she's gonna respond like, I don't know. Okay, read here. Read here, Lucy. Please read here. Let's make more examples. I don't know. I don't know, like three times. So, isa yun sa trigger ko. So, it makes me really upset. Ma-high blood si Teacher Jane. Okay, so that's it. Your emotions are not regulated. No matter how good you are as a teacher, you cannot use those skills effectively. Why? You're not motivated anymore. Okay, give up na si teacher. I surrender. I will chat my class manager. Class manager, please transfer this student to to other teacher. Cannot handle it anymore. Okay, we're not like that. So you will not be given students anymore. Keep on complaining. Okay, that's it. SEL decides when you can use your skills. Correct. Okay. So I would suggest, okay, from teacher Sarah, I would really suggest the parents to let the students practice reading and speaking to enhance more. Correct. Okay, 45 minutes learning in Pantado is not really enough. Okay, for the student to mag-improve, okay, in a short period of time. It should also be practice at home. Yeah, school, home, like that. Okay, that's it. Now let's take a look at this one. human development model. This is how we grow, right? From cognitive to relationship. So in here you'll see cognitive and emotion, regulation, behavior, communication, and relationship. This is how the social emotional learning works from the beginning. Okay, we understand. Okay, we have the thoughts. That's cognition. Okay, your emotion. Yeah, and how you. Okay, in the middle of your emotion. Okay, you need to control that. Okay, control. Next is one. The next one is your behavior. Okay, so if we're able to control our emotions, no matter how upset we are, okay, so we can avoid unwanted behavior na makita ng students natin. Okay, then comes our communication. Communication, the last one is building relationship. So if your emotions are not stable, teachers, your teaching performance is affected. This is true, right? Minsan nagko-complain si parents or si class manager, oh, teacher is lack of energy. Okay? Lack of energy. Ano pa? Unresponsive. Okay, boring. The class is boring. Like that. So maybe teacher is unmotivated to teach. Okay, because something here from inside, from the bottom of the teacher's heart, wala na siyang gana. Okay? Hindi hindi stable yung feelings ni teacher. Okay? Inner emotion. Okay, that's it. Isa din yan sa mga triggers. Okay, so in here, what's the impact? So research, we have research here. Okay, figure one, social and emotional learning outcomes is a long-term process. So we have inputs, short-term outcomes, and long-term outcomes. As you can see, this is universal school-based SEL programming. Okay, for short-term outcomes, we have positive attitudes towards self and others. Long-term outcomes, we have positive behavior, academic success, at saka mental health. Okay, research by Derlac et al. Is means and co researchers. Okay, Derlac with co researchers. Okay, in the 2011, a study of 213 SEL programs with over 270,000 students shows students in SEL programs can improve social emotional skills, behavior as well, and improve learning attitudes from this program. This is the research. Okay, proven. Okay, meron tayong scientific basis about SEL. So academic performance increases by about 11% compared to students without SEL. So you can see this in this research that the students improved in again behavior, attitude, and learning. So their academic performance increases like this. It's ano naman no? Malaki-laki na to. 11%. 11%. Okay? This is something. 11% compared to students without SEL. That means when emotions are managed well, learning improves, right? That's it. So again, let me write it down here sa ating chat box. Okay, very important. To take note ko to because it's interesting. When emotions are managed well, learning improves. Bagal ko mag-type ah. Yes. Okay, there. That's it. Now, okay, now let's look at the 5 core SEL competencies. So these are, as you can see, these 5, these are key skills that help teachers, okay, both teachers, us, okay, and students manage emotions, build relationships, and make better decisions. Okay, let's go through. Number 1, Teacher Jade, ano ang self-awareness? Okay, self-awareness. Yeah, from the word itself. This means understanding what you are feeling, teachers. Okay, for example, am I stressed? Am I getting irritated? Why do I feel this way? Okay, these are the common questions we need to ask ourselves. Okay, ask yourself, teacher. Okay, am I stressed? Okay, ganito na. Why do I feel this way? Okay, why am I getting irritated? So we need to recognize. Okay, it also means recognizing your strength and weaknesses. Okay, if you're able to answer this one, like it means you're recognizing your emotions and you will recognize your strengths and weaknesses. That's it. Why? Because if you don't understand your emotions, you cannot control them. How can you control something that you don't understand, right? It's impossible. We can only control what we understand. Okay? So it's very important that you understand. The next one comes self awareness. Okay? Okay. That one. I sorry. Self management on the left there. Self management. So, this is your what is that? Control emotions, be patient, manage stress. This is your ability to control your emotions. So, like what? Example, teacher Jet. It's like staying calm when your students are noisy. Yung mga nag-group class, yung mga nag-group class dito, oh, okay, ma-high blood. Okay? So, usually we cannot avoid that everyone is talking. So, yeah. So, stay calm when students are noisy. Be patient and also manage your stress during the class. Okay? Okay, so instead of reacting immediately, okay, breathe. Breathe. Okay, then you should think, okay, or choose how to respond. Okay, very important. Okay, wag yung sigaw agad si teacher. Correct. Keep silent for a moment. Inhale, exhale. Okay, that. Breathe out and in. Correct. Pag bad breath, wag na mag-breathe. Ganon ba yun? Wag naman. Okay, that's it. Next one, social awareness. Okay, understand what you are feeling, recognize strengths and weaknesses. Okay, there we go. Okay, hold on. Okay, so self-awareness. Okay, this is the third one, the social awareness. So this means understanding other people, not just yourself, teacher. Okay, understand what you are feeling and recognize strengths and weaknesses. Okay, so for example, you're noticing a student that is confused. Ah, loading si student, crew. Okay, like that, understanding their feelings. Okay, we show empathy. Pag hindi talaga kaya, what if the student really can't do it? It's really hard for her. Okay, change. Change ng, ng atake. Okay? So, instead of judging the students, try to understand them and make another way. Okay? Revise. Perhaps you can change your approach. Okay, correct. Teacher Verna, change your approach. Correct. Okay. I think I mastered that with my group class. Good for you. So, Teacher Rose Ann is our fun flow teacher. So, she is dealing with 4 students in one class. And she eats stress. It's part of her, uh, it's part of her system. The stress is part of her system. Okay. Sometimes I help them to think. Correct. Okay. But don't spoon feed, okay, teachers? Okay. You're not a good teacher if you keep on spoon feeding your students. As an online teacher, we have extra time. Get some walk. It can help us with our personal anxieties and can switch our moods. Correct, Nang. Ay, Nang. Correct, Teacher Aika. Right? Eat banana during break. It can make you happy. Really? I thought it's apple. An apple a day makes the doctor away. Right? An apple a day takes take bunk or sends the doctor away. But if the doctor is handsome, don't eat apple. Is that correct? Oh, okay, wrong. Wrong pala siya. Okay, again. So instead of judging the students, you try to understand them. That's it. Okay. Next one. Relationship skills. Okay. This is also crucial, right? Communication, building connections, not just with your students, but also with your class manager, with the parents, okay, or with others. Okay, this is how you communicate and connect with others. So, for example, speaking clearly and respectfully. Okay, we build trust with our students, also with the parents and class managers. We create positive classroom environment. Okay, because learning happens better when there is connection, right? We don't pick a fight with our class managers. Okay, that's very important. That's it. Learning happens better when there is connection. Okay, relationship skills. And the last one is responsible decision making. So this is the last one. Responsible decision making. This means you are making good choices, right? Making good choices and also taking responsibility. So, for example, we made a mistake. Hindi naman always, not always we make a good choice, right? Like, so you own it up. You own up. You own up the mistake that you've made. Hawa diha, lakaw dito. Oh, yeah, like that. So, for example, choosing to stay calm and instead of shouting. So handling situations professionally, that's what we do. And thinking before acting. Teachers, this is really important. Okay. So before saying something, before opening your mouth, think about it. If it's gonna affect the relationship between you and the students, you know, yeah. So we need to think before we act. So it's about choosing the best response, teachers, not the fastest reaction. Okay, that's it. Okay, so I think this is the last. Mirisika, Mirisika. Okay, I think my presentation is up to here, Miss Nga.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Jade, for sharing with us. So, hello everyone. Okay, so Miss Jade just talked about the SEL definition and the core values of the SEL, right? So I know that you are the teachers of, and you maybe you learned about the teacher or TOEFL certificate, and you know something about SEL. However, we want to bring you not only the definition or the knowledge, we also want you to be more open to share with us about the thing that happens in your set from your in your mind and inside you, something inside you. So about the SEL, mm, we have five core competencies. However, in this in this training session series, we just want you to have the first is about the self-awareness, that you understand what you are feeling, like what really are in your heart, in your mind, and you can recognize your strengths and weaknesses, right? And then when you have your self-awareness, you can manage yourself. Like we have the control, the emotional controls better, and we can be more patient. Of course, there are some tools that can help us to control our emotion and help we reduce the stress. And the third key factors is about our social awareness. That this is when we can understand others and we have the empathy with others, especially our students. Right? So it's very important. Okay, So let me share my screen to continue with our our training session here. Okay, so back to the question. Why do we lose control? Okay, so can you tell me, can you chat in the chat box about some situations or some reasons that make you feel angry, make you lose your control? Like at that situation, you know that you need to be patient. You have to be, but still cannot do it, right? Can you tell me one reason? Only one reason. It's okay. For me, straight, when the student isn't cooperative, yes, they don't want to answer our question. They don't want to learn. They don't follow our rules or follow our questions, right? Out of focus, not listening when you did your best, but still the student is not responding. Yes, the silence, the silence. When we want the student to answer, but no answers. Uncontrolled circumstances in our surroundings, such as stress, workload, too much workload. Oh, yes, okay. Because a student that is not interested to learn and distracted with some stops. Okay, yes. So at the beginning of this meeting, like when I ask you about a simple question like how are you today? Some teachers answer me and some teachers comment that good morning, right? However, I'm just few teachers answers me. And if I get maybe I'm not have a good the emotional control, maybe can get angry easily, and maybe I can force you to do something that you're not really interested in, right? But I didn't do it, right? So for the student who is not paying attention or something that they don't want to answer our question, and we can feel angry easily, right? We can lose our control. So it's not because of because we lack skill, but something happened inside our mind is faster than we can notice that is happening. For example, like student talk too much in a group class or in one-on-one class, like the online class we are teaching, students are silent, students don't respond. And like at that situation, we can feel that, oh, very uncomfortable, right? And this feeling comes almost immediately, right? And so I just want to share that impatience does not start from the behaviors. It starts from inside because your body at that situation, like your body feels unsafe, right? It's not because of the behavior, but the way we think about this behavior, right? Okay, so um we inside each person there are two modes like the teaching mode or the logic, like we can be calm, we can be patient, and we know what to say, what to do, right? And the second mode is about the survival mode, when we have our body feels something unsafe, and we can react quickly, we can get angry, defensive, or controlling. We want to control everything, and there's no time to think, like we don't let to think let the time to think. So that means that when students are just a bit noisy and your body feels threatened, you maybe we can react as if being attacked. Yes, because your body decides your mode. before you can think. So you don't lose control because you choose to, but because your body reacts first. Example, like a student, for example, like okay. So for example, like students are slightly noisy, but your body think that this student is not good, right? This behavior is not suitable for our class. So in that case, your body will feel unsafe, and yet you will have to react like this. So because like we can be like get angry with the student behavior, and maybe some students behavior are our triggers, right? And the triggers lead to the story, and it affect our state, our personal emotion, and it causes the response. For example, like my trigger is that in a group class, I'm teaching and one student just talking, right? Just talking chat with other student next to him, right? So if I cannot control my feeling, maybe the story is that I'm losing control of the class, and maybe I'm afraid that I cannot control it, right? So the state here, my feeling inside will be annoyed or stressed because oh my god, maybe I'm not good at all, or oh, why the student is talking, right? And maybe it can lead to the response like I can shout at the student or remind the student immediately in front of the class, right? So this action can make the student feel shy because like he is reminded in front of a class, in front of his friend, right? So the most important part is that you cannot control the trigger because the trigger is everywhere. Our colleague, our friends, our students, our family members, right? The trigger is everywhere. So you can train. It's about the story and your state and the way that you think. Like your body decides your state before you can think, right? So just 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 I want you to give me a real example. Like in this week, have you ever lose your control in the class in this week? Who willing to share? Okay, so let me call. Uh, who will be the lucky person to share with us about the trigger that you had in this week. Teacher Jane, please. Hello, how are you today? Teacher Jane, nice to meet you.
Hello, Miss Jade.
Okay, so yes, Teacher Jane, please.
Ah, hello,
Uh,
Miss Nga, to
yes,
everyone.
good morning.
Okay, good morning. Okay, I thought it's me, Teacher Jade. I'm sorry, I did not hear it
Sorry,
well.
maybe it's because the pronunciation, like Teacher Jane, right?
Okay, yes,
Okay,
yes, Miss. So I have this class, a student, okay,
yes,
and it happened while we are having our lesson,
yes.
and he keeps doing something like for real. Maybe he's playing some games on his laptop. Yeah, because his camera is turned off, and I kept how do you say this? Convincing him to open it, but he can't. So I allow him for that. And then
While I was teaching, I kept explaining everything. Like it's a very easy topic actually. It's about there is, there are, the use of that. But then we come to answer the task after the explanation. So I ask, and then no response at all. And then that day I was not really feeling okay. Okay,
Uh,
I feel like um I have a headache, or maybe I have class. Okay, during the day that time I'm a sub teacher. So at night I teach Vietnamese student. That's why I lose control. Okay, the trigger is there.
oh my
Maybe
God.
because I was stressed the whole day, and then I have this student who, yeah, I can't. That's it.
Yes, okay. Thank you so much for your sharing because I think that you are so brave to share your real feeling with us. It's okay, it's fine because sometimes the student not obey is not obey our rules, and they can like be attracted by other things around him, like the games or some relatives or some sister or brothers that want to play with him. And then we can maybe easy to get angry or feel like uncomfortable in the class, and we let the emotion we let our emotion affect the student. But you can see that if like you are not really comfortable and happy in the class, the student can feel your feeling and react like this, right? So I'm here to help you to have more tips to get over it. Okay, it's okay, it's fine. And we, I know that we all of us, being a teacher, we also meet kind of this situation, right? And sometimes we're really angry. We're really angry. We cannot control our feeling. And at this stage, we need to have something to do. Yes? So, okay, thank you, Miss Jane, again, because like you can realize your trigger, right? We know that. So there is a conflict between the person you want to be and the person you are forced to be, right? You want to be a good teacher. You want to have the ability to motivate your student, to help the student to learn English better with more engagement and more interesting lessons, right? But there's a lot of things around us and around our student that affect these dreams, this hope. So um, the trigger is not the situation, because like the because I think this is the meaning you give to it, because like when the student play the game are playing game during the lesson, you think that this student is not good, or my lesson is not interesting, right? So it affects your state in your heart, right? Some some people see it as normal. Like when students talking or playing games, some people think that it's normal. But for me or for some teachers are being here, maybe we can see it as disrespected, right? Why? I am teaching you. I'm talking. So why don't you listen to me? Why did you play this game? Why did you do this? Right? So maybe this can lead to the losing control, or the thinking that I'm not good enough, right? It's the time that we not really believe in our ability to help the student. So this is the real trigger. It's not the student behavior. We know that, right? It's the story in our head. Okay, so maybe uh even if for the online lesson, oh my God. Okay, even if for the online lesson, maybe it's not about the student noisy, but about the student silence, right? when when you even when you ask, do you understand? Do you have any questions? Oh, what is this? No answer. You ask again, still silence. Maybe even when the student turn off their camera, turn off the microphone, no response, and you start feel like uncomfortable, not because something happens, but because nothing happens. Like, just keep silence every time you ask, and that empty space makes you stressed, right? Yes. Okay. So I want to share that this is familiar thoughts appear when the student is not cooperative, teaching badly, are parents listening? Okay. So maybe you start talking more when student doesn't answer your question. Maybe you can start talking more, like because you want to explaining more because you're afraid that the student cannot understand what you are saying, right? And you can speak faster and you want to control everything. So the fact is this is the fact that the more you do, the more tired you feel, right? Do you feel tired when you are teaching but the student doesn't understand and doesn't answer your question, and then he try to speak more, explain more? Of course. Ah, Teacher Mary Jane say that I think this topic is for me. Yes, for all of you, for all of us. Okay. Yes. Mhm. Okay. So the triggers, the triggers in one-on-one class often come from small things like silence or I don't know, short answers or no camera. But the real trigger is not these behaviors, right? The saying in our heart that we give it the meaning. Okay, so when the students say that I don't know, you can think that or keep the silent. You can think that, oh my God, this student cannot understand what I'm saying, so I need to explain it again, right? Or am I teaching not really good? Something like that. So these sentences like can create the different feelings and reaction in our heart, right? So again and again, yes, we really don't want this situation, but it's happened again and again, right, Miss Jade? Okay, so when you feel stressed instead of thinking, student make me uncomfortable, you can say, I feel pressure, or I'm worried I'm not doing well. It means that you just changing the way you name the behavior, and I think it helps you a lot. When because like when you think that, oh, I feel uncomfortable, I'm feeling comfortable or I'm feeling stressed, you realize that you're feeling, right? You realize your emotion. And when you realize that, you can back control, right? You can take the control back, right? Okay, so here's the skill. This is very important skill in one-on-one class for the online teacher like us. It's the ability to stay with silence. Because like the action that when we have the silence of the student, we often try to speak more, or explain more. However, the key words here is that we need to stay with the silence. Because like silence is not the failure. No, it's just the processing time. But because we feel uncomfortable, we break it too early. Because like every student have the different ability to understand anything, right? You cannot keep one space to teach all students. You need to adjust the space that you think, the language that you use to the different levels of the students, right? So, it maybe sometime we cannot wait for more than 5 seconds, right? Just only, do you understand? Because like it is blah 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 blah, right? Right? Because like we cannot wait. So student doesn't have time to think. What is this question? How can how can I answer it? Right? And maybe sometimes the student afraid that they answer with the wrong answer in the wrong way. Yes, yes, teacher, rolling in. We need to pause, right? Because like student often start responding for after 3 to 5 seconds. So, however, mm, because like you want the student to answer immediately, so maybe you interrupt the situation, the student thinking. So if you think this student is not cooperative, you will feel angry. But you think maybe they are not confident yet. Oh, my student need more time. Right? Your feeling and response will change. You're not just being positive. You're choose the way that of thinking that helps you stay in a better state. Right? Yes. If still can't, perhaps rephrase the question to simpler form. Yes, like when we learn about the teaching methodology, we know scaffolding, right? We need to break the mission into the smaller steps so that the student can follow it. And if the student still cannot understand it, we can replay the way that we explain it from the beginning, right? So we just need to do this. And the most important thing is not always being calm. Yes, we can, but like always being calm, right? But we need to have a small pause between trigger and respond. Oh, student still keep silence, but let give him more time, like 5 or 10 seconds, right? Or even 13 or 15 seconds, so that the student can have more time to think. Or we also have more time to control the action, not control our feeling, control the action or the words that you are going to talk, what you are going to say, right? Okay, so when you recognize that I'm stressed, yes, you can choose a better reaction, a better response, because like teaching one-on-one is not hard because of the students, but because you have to face yourself more clearly. Because like something we sometimes we think that we can control our feeling, we can control everything. But when teaching, we need to handle with a lot of different situations and struggles. And this time we realize that we cannot really be controlled. Like we cannot control everything like we think. So yes, like when you have to face yourself more clearly, maybe you will feel stressed. And sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is not to say more. No, not to say more, but not to rush to fill the silence. Not to do this, okay? Because in that silence, maybe both you and your student can adjust. You can adjust the way you respond, the way you react with your student, and the student have time to think more about the answers or their behavior, right? Okay, so to sum up, what do we need to do here when we realize our trigger? Or when there are some triggers, what do we need to do? Teacher Mary Jane, because you say that it's for you, so I want to listen to your answer.
Can
Good
you
morning.
good morning, Miss
Yes.
Nga? Can you repeat again? I'm sorry because I have sore throat. That's why my voice is not good.
Yes, I hope you can get well soon. Okay, be careful and drink more warm water. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
thank you.
So I just because I just share with you the way that you can handle with the trigger when it comes to us. So can you tell me about the thing that you learn or remember about it?
For me, I stay calm and keep silence, and I will repeat the lesson so that I will not trigger myself.
Okay, thank you so much, Teacher Jane. Okay, so we all know that we need to be patient, we need to control our emotion, but
Yes,
for the very first step, we need to train our thinking, our thought about this behavior. Because
yeah,
if you cannot train the way you think about it, it's the very negative thinking, and of course it affects our our opinion a lot. Yes, okay, thank you, Teacher Mary Jane, and I hope that after this section you can know the way you realize your trigger, the way you think about the student behavior. But it's not really related to their attitude, their personal um moral, right? But it's just the behavior of that situation, and we just need to and we need to find out the reason why the student have the behavior like this, like because of the time limited, or because of the understanding that they cannot understand what you are teaching, right? So okay, thank you so much. Yeah. So thank you so much. Yes, we need to give time to process everything. Um, this the this is trying to look for what's to say, right? Okay. Yes, the student is trying to find the words to say because like when learning with you, they are learning in the second language, not their mother language. So yes, it takes times for them to think how to answer this question. Okay, thank you, teacher. Miss J say that sometimes the most powerful move is not saying more. Yes, but allowing the silence to remain. That's where you burden the student by space to address. Of course, thank you so much, Miss Jade. Okay, so here, okay, so we can see that the most important thing here is not about being calm, but you can let the student to think, and we have the time to pause to think again about the behavior and the state of our body, right? Okay, so you can see that the hardest or the most challenging thing in class is not managing students, right? Is managing your own ourselves, right? Okay, because like sometimes we cannot control everything, so we need to be calm for every situation to find a solution to solve it. How to act right? Okay, so thank you so much for your sharing. And now it's a small time to practice. So let me check the time. Okay, so it's nearly 1 hour, right? More than 1 hour. So I have a small practice here. I want you to share with other teachers about your trigger, because like this is the question that I mentioned sometime before, but just some of you answer this question. But now I want all of you to share it. Mm, think about the moment that you feel stressed, annoyed, or reflect on why you feel that way. What happened? What did you think? And what was your real trigger? Like when the students are playing game during the lesson. What do you think about this action? And what was your real trigger and how did you react with this situation? Mm. We need to be honest with ourselves, right? Okay. So, Miss Straight, can you help me to choose uh 3 teachers to share with us?
Sure, Miss Ira. Okay,
Do you want to be
so
the
can we?
volunteer?
Yes, I do. Okay, let me go first. I got this.
Okay,
I just
so
experienced this last week. Okay, it was when I was teaching my starter level student. Okay, and yeah, she cannot. Something's wrong with the screen. Okay, something's wrong with the screen. She can't write anything, and she was shouting. Okay, instead of getting mad at my student, okay, she's just a kid. Oh, okay, I took a deep breath, okay, and actually I called her mom, Miss Nga. I didn't say more, okay? Didn't say more. I just said it's okay. Okay, it's okay. Stop sharing the screen because it makes her upset to write something in the screen. She can't navigate well her screen. So I called the parents, and then mom came to the rescue, and yeah, helped her navigate. So the thing is, I didn't get panic. I calmed down and stop everything that we're doing and seek for help. Okay, that's it. What about you, teacher Verna? I know teacher Verna well. She can contribute something today. Go on. Table is yours.
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So, okay, last time I have also a starter student. So she doesn't want to respond. She didn't want to say something. She doesn't want to answer my question. So I decided to change the approach. So instead of making her talk a lot, so I decided to let her get a paper and write what she want to say in a writing form rather than speaking out, because I think she has a lot of homework at home and maybe she's also stressed about school. So that's why I changed the approach, and we ended the class well, and I just reminded her at the end of the class that next time if you don't want to do this, so you can just say it directly to teacher and we can make adjustment to our lesson. So that's all, Miss Nga and our dear teachers. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing, teacher Verna. Yes, I can see that you can you can have the empathy for your student so that you can ask the question related to the reason that she had the action like this, not just only blame that oh, my student have this action like this or she is not good, right? Thank you so much, teacher. So teacher Jen, can you give me 2 more teacher to share with us?
Sure, Miss nga.
Yeah.
I think Teacher Charlene, because Teacher Charlene is so attentive since the first 5 minutes of our training. Go on, Teacher Charlene, TC 3339, the winner. Charles Raffle.
Okay, hello, good morning, everyone. Um, in my uh, experience, I have this student, a pre-starter, I think. She is distracted during our class, most of our class, and then um, I just asked for her parent, her mom, to to accompany her because sometimes um she gets distracted with her dog, with her pet, and during our lesson she don't even respond even in pronouncing a single word from from the keywords given in the syllabus. And then I just gave feedback and asked for a help from her mom to accompany every class that we every class. And then I just stay calm because I know she's just a kid and she's still learning. And that's it. Okay, thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Teacher Charlene, right? May I hope that I didn't say your name wrong. Okay, thank you so much. So one more teacher, please, because like only one teacher, and we will move to the most interesting part of this section. I think you know that, and you are waiting for it, right? So, Mitches, please help
Oh,
me.
Teacher Sarah, she volunteered, Miss
Oh,
Ira.
yeah. Thank you, Teacher Shara.
I'm so sure. Thank you, Miss Ira. Hello,
Yes.
Teacher Jade. Good morning, everyone. I have this one student na he's so distracted during the class, even though his mom is on his side. But what I did is, during the class, I infused it with a little game. If I ask him to read, okay, if you can read this correctly, you will receive 1 point. And um actually I changed the approach because actually he is not fit for movers. So I wanted him to move one down for starters, but luckily my proposal is not granted. So we stick to the mover. So I just changed my approach, and yeah, his mom is on his side, and when he got 5 points, he is very happy, and we ended the class smoothly. But uh, as I observe, during the first 5 lesson, it's still I mean the same. Okay, and but right now, I think yesterday and last 2 lessons, last week and yesterday, he's already focused, because I think if he's going to read it correctly and get the correct answers, he will earn points. So that in that case, I still give him points, but he's starting to focus already on the class, and he's not playing anymore. He's not running around, and slowly his mother is leaving us alone during the class. That's all, Miss Nga. Thank you.
Thank you so much for Teacher Shara. So I think that you're doing well with the job, right? So sometimes we're really tired. We're really tired and can get stressed with a student. However, when I read the message from Miss Jade, I can see that she had the positive comment for the student because she know how to give the feedback that the student can realize the problem with the positive stage. Like, yes, I am weak at this point, but the teacher can tell me the ways so that I can improve it. Right? Yes. Okay. So, the problem here is that we need to have the time to think and to know how to respond. And we just need to don't react we just need to not react immediately, right? So I think at this time you're not teaching your student, but you're also training your own nervous system. And mm, so about the question, like why do we not patient? Why do impatient feel so strong and happen so fast? It's because the impatient is not just a reaction; it's the protection mechanism in our body. You can learn it. You can search for more information of the SEL and our nervous system about the protection mechanism in our body, right? And when your brain sense something uncertain, like we said before, some trigger, right? Your brain reads it as something might be wrong, and your body immediately tries to protect you by speeding up, pushing you to act, to control the situation, something like that. So it's important that we need to realize the trigger and we have the time to think to realize it and to change the way we think, to change the way we respond. Okay, thank you so much for your cooperation and for this training section. We also know about the SEL meaning, the definition, and the 5 core competencies of the SEL. And the most important case here is that we know about the trigger and the way we can respond when we realize our trigger, right? So at home, after this training section, during the next week, I want you to practice. Sometimes you just share about your trigger in the day in our group so that we can share with other teachers. This is the practice part after this training session. Okay? And I hope you can join with us. All of you can join and share with us. Okay, so now this is the most interesting part. It's about our mini game. So please scan the QR code on the screen. Maybe I need to send you a link, the link of this game. But while waiting for the link, you can scan the QR code on the screen. Wait me for a minute. Here we go. Okay, so let's join everyone. Okay, so let's fill in the link, the form, because do you remember the mini game for last time? We just finished our first round, right? We finished our first round. I read a lot of the comments that you share about the memorable, your unforgettable memory and the feeling that you have with us, right? the most interesting thing here is that I'm so happy reading your comments. Very happy. Okay, so now we will move to the second round of this game. As usual, anyone who stay until the end of this game will get 5 points, and anyone who join with us and open the camera can get 10 points. All right. Okay, so let me check because I'm recording. So I will check who are opening the camera and who are not. Okay, so I will, Mystery, can you help me to check who are opening the camera? Yeah, okay. You just need to take a screenshot. And don't worry. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, who finished the game? Please comment in the chat box. So many teachers are opening the camera. Okay, Misty, say that she's done. Thank you so much. Okay. So let's finish the game, right? We are waiting for your complete your finish. Okay. Hả? Chị gửi link rồi. Yes. I sent you the links of the mini game of the second round in the chat box. So let's click on it to finish the second round. Maybe I see all of you are very serious because like you're focused on the games. It is hard.
Excuse me, Miss Na.
Yes, please.
Oh, I was confused with question number 2 here.
Yes, let me
The
try.
question is, which city in Vietnam is this? Are we going to write the name of the city because all of these are in Vietnam, I guess? Yeah.
Okay, which city in Vietnam is it? Because like, mm, can you make a guess?
Uh,
Let's try to guess, teacher, or you can
so
search
we
to
are
be
going
sure.
to choose one. Which one is
Yes,
in
Yes.
Vietnam,
we
really?
only have one correct answer.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, so one
I
suggestion. Look at the flag.
Oh, the flag. I know that one. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Nga.
You're welcome. Okay. Okay, I know you are feeling it's very hard because like I can see your facial expression. Okay, don't miss the flag. Okay, you can search about our flag on the Google. Don't miss it with another country.
Country nearby us.
Hello, Miss Mel.
We
I'm so
miss
sorry. I have a trouble with
the
number
flag of
two.
Chinese, the flag with the
Sorry,
Chinese
teacher
flag.
Jorika, what are you want to say something? Do you want to
The
say
question
something?
is which city in Vietnam is this? Now everything is a city. We have Hanoi, Da Nang, Ho Chi Minh City, and what's the other?
You need to make a guess, teacher Jorika.
I have to make a guess.
Yes. And as I mentioned before, you should
Uh-huh.
pay attention to some special thing in the pictures. And if you know how our flag is, you can choose it.
And this is, are you referring to number two, right? Because number
Yes.
three is
And what
for
about number three? Number three, you
number
need to
three is flag.
choose carefully because like you can search on Google about our flag.
It's okay, I know that.
Uh-huh.
But number two, I'm a bit confused on number two.
So it depends on your lucky.
Okay, all right then, anything. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Anyway, I love your accent, teacher Jorika. I really love your accent.
Thank you, cảm ơn nha.
Oh my God! Oh, your Vietnamese is so clear.
A little bit of
American accent.
thank you.
Okay, cảm ơn bạn rất nhiều. And we can say Vietnamese in this section, right? It
Yeah,
means thank you. Okay, Miss Ánh, the teacher manager tell me that you choose the wrong answer. A lot of you choose the wrong answers about our flag. So please check again the flag of Vietnam. Okay, so anyone who's finished this game, please comment in the chat box. Okay, Miss Rian has some suggestion for you. Oh my God. Uh, I think you are really lucky today because like the teacher manager say that we all agree that you who are joining us today will have one more chance to do this again. Come on. You you get some question wrong. Now let's try it again. Now let me send the link back to you. Let's try it one more time. Yeah, you are the lucky person. Oh, you are the lucky people here because you join the meeting with us, and we give you more 10 points, 5 points, and also one more chance to do it again. Come on, come on. Let's take it. Let's take this chance.
Miss Nga, I have a question.
Yes, please, teacher Shara.
I can see the post here on our Facebook page. I wanted to comment it already.
Oh, because like the game, we want to spend to give you the chance to do it first, so we haven't posted on the Facebook
Okay.
because like other teacher who didn't join this meeting, they don't have the opportunity to do it first, but they have to wait. Okay,
Thank you, Miss Ira.
you're welcome. And we will let the other teacher to do it after this meeting. You have chance to do it first. And even you even have the second chance, right? To do it again. Okay, everyone. So you are. I see that you. There are many teacher finished. Who finished the form. So before we end this meeting, I want to take a pictures and remind you about the home. Can I check your answer? Don't worry, we will check it later because now I need to take a picture with all of you first because like I see there are so many teachers are opening the camera who are opening the camera, so I want to take the picture first. So teacher, please look at the camera and smile. Okay, I will count 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, thank you so much, teacher, for your cooperation and your time today. I really appreciate that. So don't forget our homework. It's not only the evaluation form after this meeting, but also the homework that I want you to share the trigger that you will have in this week and the next week also. Okay. Thank you so much for the time today. And if you finish the mini game, you can out of the Zoom. Thank you so much, teacher. Yeah. Okay. How do you feel now? I feel so happy. Right. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Jade. Oh, where's Miss Jade? Maybe she get up here. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you, teacher Jorica. Maybe next time you can teach me how to say thank you in Filipino. Yeah. Salamat po, right?
Salamat po.
Salamat po. Right? Okay, salamat po.
Salamat po.
Yeah,
You're so cute.
okay.
Thank you, cảm ơn nha, cảm ơn nha,
Cảm ơn.
dạ nha, cảm ơn, dạ nha.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.
Okay, see you in the next meeting, next series. Okay.
Thank you.
Salamat po. Salamat po. Haha. Salamat.